최고.
Hey, 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 what's going on out there, traders? How are y'all doing today? Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Thursday on this lovely April 8th, 2021. This is your boy Z Rex. It's No Noise. It's the live stream time. What's up? I did put out a video last night about chart setups if you want to mimic kind of how we do charting here. So I put out a short video on the channel. It's on the playlist for, I think I named it Starting or Start Here or something like that. But I'm working on a couple new different playlist actions and putting together some other videos from other people like Mark Douglas and other traders that I like to follow and listen to. So to give just different perspectives and ideas, because everybody trades a little bit different, and what works for me might not work for you, and vice versa. So there's many ways to skin this cat in this game, that's for sure. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into price action, because we did get some lovely bounces today. It looks like the opportunity that we were speaking on yesterday did come to fruition. We're not out of the woods yet, but it is a great start and reaction off of those lows. Let's go check them out. Let's see here. All right, I got a little bit of drop frames, but I think they're stable enough. For now, we'll have to see. Oh, crap. Wrong button there. Oops, let's go back. Pause. No, we want this one. Oops, my bad. So decent reaction off this low, right off that horizontal they were talking about yesterday. I mean, this is the place for it to stall. It did make a lower low in the structure, but this is low time frames, so we have to, you got to default to the higher time frames, like at least a daily. So nice reaction so far. Does it put in and stall right here though and work its way back down is now the next test. It totally, I mean, you got the mama major resistance kind of printing here. You got previous mama camel humps over here and all this cluster right around that 58.5-ish area, and obviously all this clustering here. So definitely some resistance there. Let's see what volume profile is saying. Yeah, look, we're right at that node. Let's zoom out a little bit, see if it stays there. All right, so it does switch, but the two fattest nodes are right where we bounced off of. Oh, thank goodness, because anything, just like we were talking about yesterday, I don't know if we looked at this, but going sub 55, look at this big open just nothingness down here. I mean, you're pretty much gapping. If you get back below 55,000, you're pretty much gapping down to like 50K. Let's see. Let's go to the specific like market profile style, and okay, we are making a new point of control high here, so that's pretty cool. But let's just go to the basics, how we like to do it. And I am going to make a video too, little short videos on like using volume profile and the market profile and a couple other different strategies, because like I said earlier, like everybody's a little bit different, and so I'm just going to try to provide just some different ways to look at stuff. But anyway, nice reaction so far, looking pretty damn sexy time. This 7-minute crack frame starting to look pretty good. If we can get the 200 back over the 377, that would be very nice for possibly more confirmation of resetting. But right now, let's go to daily. Yeah, right now, Bulls still got some work to do to reset the DMI to get in the power zone, which it actually, to be fair, hasn't been in the power zone for the Bulls since all the way on this first initial breakout. So they're just kind of being lazy, taking a break here. But, that's all good. Again, defaulting to these higher time frames, looking sexy. Let's look at the Doom indicator. God, everyone and their mom is talking about this. Oh, man. Dude, Crown over at the Crypto Cave. It's another YouTube channel. He's an awesome guy. Great technical analysis. Man, I'm special with my words. Great chart technician. He's a beast. Go check him out, man. You know, like he doesn't really know. This is I'm not getting paid to do that or anything. He's just really awesome, and it's funny because he had brought up the pi cycle thing, and he like really hates it now, and it just makes me laugh. But yeah, check it out. We do real similar analysis, and he has more experience, and is probably better than I am at trading overall, but that's okay. You know, I'm willing to admit that. He did it professionally in Arca and stuff like that, but whatever. I'm get off his nuts here a little bit. I'm just trying to give credit where it's due. He is a beast. And let's see here. So anyway, back to these charts. We are getting a little reset action, looking pretty sexy here. I like this reaction so far. It still needs a little bit of work though. Again, you know, like we were looking at this 3 hour, like the bulls have been silent on the 3 hour pretty much since back over here on the initial sexiness of this breakout, and stalled out and just kind of rounded over. So we don't want it to fail here. I mean, even if we can just get a close candle or some wicks up back above this so it doesn't create just another lower high, that would be pretty sexy, because right now we do kind of have this little trend line, possibly. I mean, depending exactly how you want to use the wicks and bodies and whatever. I just kind of like to split the difference on them. So you do kind of have this trend line coming in. Let's see. I mean, just like right there. So if we can kind of get back above that, that would be lovely. Let's see. Futures, what are they saying? Futures are neutral. Also agreeing, though, haven't been bullish on the low time frame. A little blip, maybe. Just barely right here. I guess technically that is like right at the threshold, but it never got above it sustainably like it did back here. So, but so far so good. Let's just not make another lower high on this structure. And what is the, oh, what? I didn't notice this. The pi cycle top has actually triggered on futures. This is interesting. Huh. Well, and I imagine there's not going to be enough data probably to populate any other cycle for this. No, there's not. It barely even started about a year ago or so, a little over a year ago. All right, well, not sure what that means, but it has triggered. So that's interesting. Very interesting. That thing is way low. Okay, well, so the top is done. Sell everything. Get out of Bitcoin. It's over. It's going to zero. Obviously, I'm joking. That's definitely not the case right now. Structure is going to trump just one indicator like we've talked about on here a lot. You can't just hang your hat on this one thing. It is very interesting, but you can't just trade with based off of something that only has like 3 or 4 instances. But it is definitely noteworthy that it did cross here, and it did it on this ugly 3. I mean, look at these sandwich doji shooting star all in a row, just super indecision. So we definitely don't want to fail right here. And let's see if we can get bulls back in the power zone and back above this trend line. So we start tapering off here. That's definitely going to be, it's going to open up the doors for some pretty gnarly downside. Again, that 55,000 level is really important. Ethereum's looking a little bit better, actually. Only out of the power zone for the bulls on the low time frames, just for a little blip here. Pretty much just that sell-off the last day and a half or so. But let's see if we can get back up over. Let's turn off pi cycle. See if we can get back over the camel hump, which usually provides resistance, as we see a lot on these charts, which is currently sitting at about 2120. But I mean, RSI has been regained, so I mean, this is looking pretty damn good so far. Bouncing like the Jesus man off that beautiful area that we were watching in the 1950, 1970 zone. Respecting that thing. Selling everything. Oh, yeah, I don't know if I'd do all that, but yeah, no problem, Rock, but it is definitely noteworthy. I've scaled out probably a little over a third of my of my crypto stuff. I added a little bit on some dips when we were talking yesterday. And so I'm probably going to peel off some of those today. And then, I mean, because on the spot price for PiCycle, it's not that close yet. It's still got, because we're keeping the relatively same trajectory. I guess let's go down the rabbit hole of PiCycle right here. Why not? We've done it a few times. What's one more time? You can see I accidentally erased the box that I had, but you can see that the slope of this started slowing down a little bit. You know, it was losing about 20K. And if we open this up, you can see the teal number right under Bitstamp. But you can see it was losing about 15, 20K fairly regularly. And the last couple of days, it's only been like 10-ish or less. But if this kind of stalls out and maybe like goes more sideways and maybe does like this, it's still happening though around our initial target area around the Coinbase IPO, which is or direct listing to be technical, which is very funny. So you got that happening right here. And then shortly after that, on May 3rd or something, then right here you've got CME micro futures. So lots of stuff happening, and we remember what happened last time the futures came out. I mean, maybe you don't, but we can go look, show you real fast. Not that, oh crap, not that, you know, it's gonna mimic the past performance exactly, but they literally came out like on the day it topped back in 2018. So that was pretty wild. Or I guess technically 17, whatever. But yeah, pretty interesting moves here. And everybody is just so bullish. Actually, I've started repositioning a bit for the next bull cycle. Also holding more okay. Yeah, I'm holding more stable coin as well than I have probably in a while. But I want to see this get resolved before I commit the rest of the capital, which could definitely happen, but we do not want to see this continue to make lower highs and lower lows and work a downtrend up into the daily. Now, the daily does have to come all the way back below like 5,200 on futures or about 51 2-ish on spot price. So it does, I mean, that does have a lot of work to do, but this is a very sloppy daily pattern here. Let's go look at some other stuff. Litecoin. I mean, Litecoin's daily looks great. Look at this opening EMAs, Power Zone on DMI. I mean, RSI, everything. Like, Litecoin actually looks really good, which is funny. Like, how does Litecoin look? One of the better positions right now. Still very neutral on the 3-hour, though, but as long as this thing's holding about 210-ish, I don't have any reason to be bearish on this. And we're making this little W-type pattern, consolidating up at the highs, which we've done a measured move target on this, and it would be roughly the width here, and kind of pretty much coming up to the extension here, which is also a fib extension. So about 300 bucks off the pattern. I mean, this thing looks like it's going to 300. Rips, garlic bread still cooking. This is a pretty good reset like we were talking about yesterday. I mean, emotions aside, and that's hard to do when you get these big 20% dumps in a day, but you know, when it just comes back to the opening EMAs like we were fanning through yesterday, all these different coins, I mean, it's like every single one pretty much was coming to the same structure. So now all we need is follow through. We got the reaction low, and so now all we need to do is get a little bit of a follow through on these guys, and we should have continuation to the upside if we do start taking out some of these local highs. And pretty much every chart's going to be roughly the same. You know, looking back the last few days, you're going to be able to see pretty much where that local high is, and kind of just go from there. And let's see. But again, Ethereum does have the lower highs and lower lows on the crack low time frame. So it is the low time frame. Got to default to the highs, and right now still looking perfectly intact. Let's see here. XRP, yeah, I mean, XRP looks fine above like 80 cents. Don't have any issues with that. Dot is trying to recover here. Nice bounce off of this zone and the longer term EMAs, which, you know, these pretty much coincide with like a 21 and 55 daily, so you don't have to like zoom out all the time and look where that might be. So that kind of helps if you want to do something a little bit faster. It's not going to always be exact, but it'll be within, you know, 5-10%. Close, it's close enough. What's oh, whoa, Rock's got some things to look at. What time is it real quick? 2:25. All right, cool. So as long as this is holding like 35, 36 bucks, it looks fine. Link, same thing. Oh, look at this. 3 hour. We got that crossover over night here. The 300. So now we've got major support at 29 bucks. Man, the daily on this looks so good. I mean, coming back to retest the consolidation zone from the previous highs. I mean, this is super sexy. All I'd like to see to make it extra girthy is this above in the power zone, above 26. And that probably won't happen until probably I'll have to make new highs to get that going. So, but so far so good. Looking pretty damn sexy on the Link. What would not be sexy on Link? Probably got to zoom in a little bit. And again, anything below that 2850 or just pretty much the 28 handle in general. And a handle, if you hear that in trading, is just the range. So if you say the 28 handle, that's anywhere between $28 and $29. It's just 28 point something is that handle. And you can say that about anything, you know, the 34 handle, whatever. All right, let's see. Very sexy bounce. One more time. I mean, how many times is this shit going to tag down here? Apparently a lot more than most people think. Which generally, to be fair, isn't great. Whenever you bang on trend lines, resistance or support many, many times, it usually does break that. But, I mean, until it does, it's like whatever. And you can see all these bodies are actually getting bid back up. I mean, there's one right here, barely. But the very next one just engulfed it back. So the buyers are really supporting that mid-1 teens level here. So as long as it's holding this wick at 115, I mean, there's no reason to be bearish on ADA. And that pretty much is in like every time frame. So Bitcoin Cash looking pretty. I mean, a lot of the coins are going to look the same today, bouncing off of those. So I mean, there's not really much to say. Just look at the look left on the chart and see the previous support zones from the consolidation. And, I mean, the resistance right there. I mean, don't overcomplicate this. This is actually pretty easy chart reading right now, all things considered. I mean, we're just a little bit neutral on the 3 hours, but, I mean, all the daily charts look very similar, and we're just kind of at the upper end of these potential breakout ranges before maybe seeing lots of upside. And, you know, Coinbase coming up, I imagine there'll be some hype into that announcement. I know they said they made like 1.2 billion in profit or something, like just in the quarter or month. I can't remember the exact numbers, but, you know, it's pretty impressive. So that might give us a little froth into a potential sell the news event. But it's just funny, though, because you've got that, and then 2 weeks later, you've got the CME micros. So maybe that's when the Pi Cycle blow-off top happens here in the next few weeks, because as we know, when we looked at the data very deeply on those a few videos ago, most of the cycles after spot crosses it, we can't use futures, but after spot crosses it within 2 weeks, you usually get the blow off and the correction, which is pretty insane because the blow off in 2013 was 65% in 4 days. So can that happen here? Yeah, it can. We'll just have to wait and see. The good thing is we don't have to wait much longer. Woohoo! Looks pretty good, though. I don't have any reason to be like super bearish on any of these yet. They're still holding major support levels. Again, they're all kind of looking the same, guys. Keep it simple. They got these kind of W's. They've got the EMAs on the daily opening up pretty much in every coin. So just you can zoom in a little bit, and if we pass that previous price to the left, then it's time to party. And so with that said, I'm just going to kind of move on to equities because it's just weirdly enough, kind of easy peasy right now. Man, is Doge still working its way up? Definitely looks like it. All right, ES. What are you doing, ES, baby? Just rallying it up to the moon. You can't stop this. It's even bullish on the crack time frame, 7 minute. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's bullish on every time frame. Daily, 3 hour, 2 day, 3 day, weekly. I mean, it's literally bullish on every single time frame. How about the 1 second? Oh my God, it's dumping. Look at this. This is it. It's over. No, but seriously, yeah, man, just what the hell? You can't keep a good spoo down, apparently. So this just looks phenomenal. ES looks really good. NQ, kind of same thing. I mean, reset oscillators, super bullish since this big engulfing candle back here. We even talked about that on the stream. Like, man, is this about to start the rally? Just really needed to see it get back above 13.3, but I mean, it immediately just went to it and kept going. So very strong bulls right now. Daily has also been super bullish since Monday, it looks like. So just kicking ass and taking names. Resistance at about 14K, and after 14K we go into price discovery on NASDAQ. Sounds crazy. Price discovery on the major index, and the next target is about 15,000 on that guy. Let's go back to that and say, you know, well, what makes it bearish? I mean, you pretty much have to break back below 13.3 to be bearish on this. Easy peasy. YM. Still, yep, looks beautiful. Nothing really wrong with this. Well, actually, hold up. A little bit neutral on the 3 hour, so not as bullish as the others. And almost in the power zone on the daily. So, I mean, even though it's still rallying, the oscillators look a little bit weaker. But, I mean, dude, the price action doesn't, and price is king. So, as long as this thing is holding that 33-ish thousand, 32.8 level, I mean, there's no reason to be bearish on this either. Rut dog. Is Rut going to finally catch up here? Maybe a little bit. Oh, Jesus Christ. Was this morning? Man, dude, brutal move here. Right on open in the first 30 minutes of the session. Just dumped 30 points to get bid up immediately. This looks like a flush. That looks like a little hunt stopping action happened right there. Let's go look at volume profile. Oh, yeah, no contracts down there. And if we even zoom in from the daily, yeah, nothing, no business done down there. So that looks like probably a little stop-loss hunt. And this actually looks a little bit better now as long as it's holding about 2230, like 2230-ish, give or take maybe 5-10 points. Nice reaction so far. A lot of resistance, though, still at 2240. So Russell's kind of in an interesting spot compared to the rest of the market, and still a little bit bearish up to the daily. How about the 2? Yeah, even the 2 day is kind of bearish. And then when you get to the 3 day weekly, it goes to neutral to more bullish stature. But yeah, kind of interesting. How about 7 minute crack time frame? Almost turning around here. So it doesn't look super terrible. How about the Dow Jones Transportation? Kind of selling off here, but still riding the trend line, so just nothing really to see that. So that's confluence with the markets. It does have an HVP flash, though, right here, about to print in 30 minutes on the 3 hour. So that's noteworthy because we haven't seen one of those since back over here in December, which led to a quick little dump, but then immediately got reversed. And then, but the time before that was all the way back over here in January of last year before the Corona dump. So that's a little interesting. Maybe keep an eye on that. VIX just floating around 17. I mean, just coming down here to the trend line cross. I mean, we're already past the support box here at 20, so we're just kind of clustering down. And VVIX is doing interesting stuff, though, while VIX is getting down. VVIX has actually been staying bid right around the 100 threshold and these previous lows here. So VVIX's posturing is kind of kind of hinting and interesting about possibly hint. Man, I am just special ed today. Is kind of hinting at possible pop in the VIX here. And on this type of setup, it's usually going to be something that just comes out of nowhere if we do see anything. Because a lot of times you do get, in like regular VIX, you'll start to see like little curls and clusterings, and then the oscillators will get bullish. But on this, everything's like really neutral now. So the volatility just kind of hovering right at these lows. It's just an interesting spot because you can see how many touches there are right here in the upper 90s. 1, 2, 3, this cluster, all of this cluster, So very, very interesting. If this can get back below 95, then I'd be like, oh man, it's over. Market's just gonna get stupid to the upside. But hey, it's all good. We gotta just watch price action. Oh, let's see here. Oil right in the middle of the range. Nothing to do with this crap until it gets out of this box here. So just moving on. Oh, look at bonds. Bonds are still continuing to show that this is probably a bottom. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I like this read right here. Getting over the 200. This thing is probably going to make a run to the 377. It might get front run there, though. Because we do have major resistance at about 158.12. So we just have to see how that happens. And that could coincide by the time it works its way up there, too, with that price. So pretty major resistance in the 158 handle. But bonds looking pretty damn sexy, though. Let's go crack time frames. Oh, yeah, they're looking pretty nice. So that also adds to the VVIX thing, because if bonds are going to pop hard out of nowhere, it probably coincides with a sell-off in equities. And notes are actually catching up, too. Let's see if we can close the daily above the 21 on this guy for today. And that would look pretty damn sexy. Yeah, same posturing on notes now, agreeing. And very bullish setups. I mean, this does look like it wants to come test 133 on the notes. TNX, a little rolling over, losing the 165-ish area. Still right on the 21, though, so it's like last of the Mohicans level, line in the sand kind of shit. And maybe could even test down to 160, but definitely some interesting price action here. Really just watching those bonds. Let's see. Dixie getting a little more pressure. See, that's also adding to the with the euro rallying. Wow, the euro's back over 119. Amazing. So that's actually adding another little possible clue to that VIX basing right there. That's, all right. But, we need to see the daily close below this and have an open and close below the 21 for it to really start to get the momentum on a daily to the downside. But, shit, to be fair, it's starting to shape up a little bit rejection-y. Euro, like, super nice bounce. Wow, up 2 pennies just in the last week. Pretty good reaction there. How about on the 3-hour? Yeah, major resistance, though, around in the 119 handle. So probably get some sideways chop here. And we'll just have to kind of wait and see what happens. DAX. DAX still looking okay, actually. These daily candles, kind of odd. Kind of like Bitcoin-esque, like we just talked about with the shooting star, multiple dojis in a row. So this is kind of weird. Just a little indecision. The market's a little confused. Anything back below 15.1 and is probably going to get a pretty decent pullback. But anything, conversely, anything back over probably just 15.3 is going to get this thing fueled back up. But kind of interesting consolidation so far. Shanghai getting almost perfectly reset. We could possibly have that tomorrow to look super sexy time. I do like this a lot, though. Even on the daily, coming back over and testing over the H kind of pattern here, which is usually hard to short into unless it does confirm the break below the H. But otherwise, they usually just bounce, and then the confirmation on these guys is when you get price doing exactly what it is here, consolidating above the hump of the H. So as long as this thing's above 34, 40-ish, maybe even all the way down to 34.20, it's good to go. Gold. Let's go, gold. As we were talking about yesterday, I'm in buy the dip mode on gold. It just has way too good of setups now. And it has, look, if we zoom out a little bit on that same type H pattern thing, we got it here. Price is accepting above that. So this is, to me, this is getting into a high probability zone of putting in a bottom, a temporary bottom here. So I am in buy the dip mode on gold. As long as it's holding about 1670, I don't mind holding that. And very nice run. We are probably going to get a little resistance here, though. Here we are at our 1760-ish area that we've been looking for the last few days. So very nice move on gold. Silver, same thing, looking pretty good. Looks like it's probably going to run up to 26, and then we'll see if the bulls can bust out of the overhead resistance. Platinum, same kind of chart. I mean, still platinum looks really good. You know, these long-term high time frame charts on gold, I don't think gold has as good a one. No, gold doesn't have as good a one, but platinum, silver, palladium have amazing high time frame charts. Like weekly, monthlies look just gorgeous on all three of those. So interesting that gold's kind of the laggard of those, because the weekly on gold doesn't look good, and the monthly on gold is okay because it's stalling right at that 21 exponential, which is very critical spot for gold. But yeah, so gold's just kind of taking a little back seat. All right, so we got through all that. Let's go to very nice, Rock. Good job, buddy. Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear, man. Yeah, gold just had super sexy time. And again, the H pattern. And this is one that's actually really hard to find information on. I don't know why it's not even on the pattern site for Bulkowski. Most people aren't talking about the H pattern. And I actually learned it from a guy named Peter Resnicek. Because I want to give credit where it's due. I didn't make it up or anything. I'm just a student of the markets. And his name's Peter Resnicek, and he runs a service called Shadow Trader. And that guy, very smart technician, does lots of market profile. But that's where I originally learned that pattern years ago. And it's just funny. I don't know. I think he's the only guy I've ever heard talk about it. It's just really funny. Let's see. All right, so gold. Let's start with your first ones here, Mr. Rock. BCH. Let's go there. Wait, we already did BCH technically, actually. BCH, I don't know if you were here. Maybe you weren't here. BCH looks fine as long as it's holding in this consolidation box. Could probably even go a little bit lower, but you can even see on this box nicely bodies coming back in there to close. And maybe you want to be a little bit more loose on this guy. You know, 550 is like the major support level. So as long as it's riding above 550 and kind of keeping the 55 and Mama on this, I'm not really concerned about it. And Mama is showing some 620 handle is a very important level on it. Let's see. Linky Poo. Not like, Link. Link Dollar. Yeah, same. I mean, Link looks pretty good. We did Link earlier. Actually, I don't know why I didn't just click it right there. Link looks good. It actually regained the 200 on the 377. Now, if the 377 can curl up with it just a little bit, then that would be super sexy time on Link. But, I mean, above 28 handle on Link looks great. UMA. Yeah, let's go look at UMA. That one didn't really come to fruition. It got kind of slapped the next day. Having a nice reaction, though, here so far. Getting back above the long-term EMAs, back into, like, neutral. So no one's really dominant right here, and you can tell that just by pure price action, too, being in the middle of all of this range. So UMA's not in the best position right now. After breaking, it was really sexy here, but after it lost the EMAs on this candle and closed right at 24, it was kind of like, uh-oh. But hey, you know, it's okay as long as it's holding these long-term moving averages. All right, so as long as it's above like 23-ish, it's probably fine, because on the daily, it's not too terrible looking. And I don't think weekly is going to have that much time to really get anything from it. Now, on the daily, though, it still looks pretty fine. and I'm still holding on to this one. Um, and I'll let go of it if we close another candle below the 377 here at about 23 bucks. That's kind of my threshold. And also depending how it comes down there, because it's never just, especially with crypto, you kind of have to give yourself a little bit of leeway. You know, it's really, if you be too rigid, man, my English is stellar. If you are too rigid, you know, you can get stopped out a lot of times because crypto loves to do stop hunts. All right, CTSI, that sounds like, oh, I thought it was a stock, but it's not. CTSI, bullish. I do like the DMI on the 3 hour actually looks sexy, so that's pretty cool. Daily still looks perfectly fine. How about a crack time frame? Can I find something bearish on it? Yeah, kind of. I mean, this is getting a little bit of pressure, but I mean, above 55 cents, this thing looks totally fine. Maybe even take it down to this 50-cent level, but then you're starting to get pretty big risk profile. Maybe have to adjust it with the size of your positioning. But, yeah, I mean, this one doesn't look bad at all. I love the oscillators on this, on the 3 hour. So, holding, yeah, 55 cents and ultimately probably about 50 flat. This thing actually does look pretty good. Not too bad, man. CTSI. Yeah, this daily, weekly. Weekly's kind of whatever. Daily's kind of whatever. Stocks being so bullish across the board. It's feeling toppish. Yeah, shit, man. I feel like it's felt toppish to me for way too long. That's the hard part about these the ends of these cycles, these big bull runs is, I mean, what's that saying? You know, the market can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent, and we're very much into that mode right now. And I mean, it's just so damn bullish. I'm really curious about price action when the Coinbase gets listed next week. That should be very fun. There's definitely no shortage of entertainment in trading right now, though. That's for sure. Yeah, we already talked about that. Just picked up some gold recently. Oh, you got some like physical or what? Did you actually found some, Rock? And then you got SBSW was first. Okay, what's SBSW? Is that Silver Wheaton or something? Oh, Stillwater. Okay, yeah. Stillwater is pretty illiquid. I mean, actually, it does have a lot of volume, but the chart looks kind of funky. Oh, yeah, I like this read coming back to test the cluster. This isn't too bad right here on this with the EMAs all pointing up. Daily could be resetting here as well. Actually, it kind of already has. Yeah, damn. Actually, this one looks pretty good, man. I do like this. The only thing that's a little ugly is this kind of downtrend it's making on the 3 hour. But, oh, and it actually is kind of making it on the daily, too. Yeah, shit. Is it some kind of... No, it's too big. It's too long to be a flag because now it's already matching the pole size. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's like if you do a flag and it's like this, usually it's like that, and then it'll continue to the upside. But when you start getting the flag part, or the potential flag part of it's like as long as the pole, and it's kind of like it's something else. It's not really a flag anymore. But yeah, this thing just needs to hold about 17, like this local low here, about 17.19, and it looks pretty good. You first bought it 50 cent. Damn, dude. What was that one at now? That's pretty good, dude. That sounds like you're killing it. That boy killing it. Oh, no, 50 cent. No, never mind. I'm sorry. I thought it was higher than that. Well, hey, 50 cents. That's a good entry, though. Damn, did you get in on that yesterday? Sexy bounce, dude. Yeah, if that was me and I got in at 50 cents, what do you got, about 15%? If it got back below like 54 cents, I'd probably take half off and then just see what happens and then stop out at like break even, maybe even a little bit lower. I'd probably be willing to take it to like 48 cents before closing all of it out. But that's just me. Let's see. IAU. Oh, IAU, nice. Yeah, look at this. The gold trust is showing just like gold's chart. The H closing above it. This thing looks nice above 1640. Don't have no problems. And GDXJ, man, I haven't looked at GDXJ in a while. I got some GDX, but not the juniors. Yeah, juniors still got some work, but man, they did just get reset. So above 46.50, this actually does look pretty good. Looks like it wants to come back and test $51. The Coinbase ticker is going to be coin. COIN. So isn't that cool? Coin. Very nice. Good old coin. And that's coming out on the 14th, which I believe is Wednesday. Yeah, it's next Wednesday. Party time. Excellent. All right, what do we got to do over here in markets? Do I need to do any management today? Let's go look. Oh, I love when my red list looks like this. This is my favorite, except I got monkey hammered on DigitalOcean. It's funny, yesterday I was saying, well, I'm going to hold this as long as it holds about 42 cents or 42 bucks. And then what does it do? Like right at the freaking open today, it just gaps down right below 42 bucks. And looks like even in the after, no, it doesn't look like after hours it went down. But yeah, it just gaps down right below that. It is kind of holding all this clustering. And I did take off like half the position up here. And I think I'm just pretty much, let me go look. Where is that position at? I think I'm just like at break even right now. Yeah, I'm at 40.50, so I'm like underwater barely by like 30 cents or 20 cents or whatever it is. So nothing. That's a big nothing burger. Don't care about that. Let's go look at PFE. Is it kind of selling off still? Yeah, just kind of clustering. I might add a little bit more to that today, possibly, because I do like that setup. Let's go to the podcast list to ES real fast, see if this is still getting continuation. It is. Man, shit. Hold up. Let's go see if I get confirmation. Oh, I did just get a confirmation long on Russell. So that is interesting. So that is actually coinciding with this. So I might nibble on some Russell here towards the end of the day. Let's see. And I might do a little video too on like what I'm talking about there, because I know that probably doesn't make any damn sense. All right, let's see. Oh, it's already starting to run a little bit. Yeah, there it goes. Let's see. Come down just a little bit. Come to daddy. Give me a fill. Give me a fill, Phil. Give me a fill, Phil. Nope, it doesn't want to give me one. Oh, nope, it's just running. Oh, don't make... I'm not going to chase you, dude. Come back. Come back. Oh. Alright, there we go. Alright, so I'm just going to hold that for a little bit, see what happens. Just a little short-term kind of trading. Let's go back to the list here, because I wanted to see if that was going to get confirmed on my other signal or not. Oh, we only got 9 minutes left. Let's look at stocks then. Nikola, is this one doing anything? Nah, just kind of looking shitty. Give me 1 second. I got to go grab a cup of water. I'm super thirsty. see. What did I just get a little bling on? Oh, nothing. Okay, whatever. Yeah, this one I still have this long on from this. It's not doing too well. It's flat though. It's a spread. It's a bull call spread on it. So it's lost a little bit of its Monets, about 40%. It's small though. 40% sounds huge. If you're not an option trader, then that's going to sound kind of crazy. But if you are, and you know about how that works, I only have a max loss of about $1, I believe. And so, it's not even quite 40. It's like 35%. So, not too terrible. That's the cool thing about options. You can just get all your risk and everything all in one nice, cute little package. All right, what else we got here? PPLT, kind of just chilling. Just going to keep holding that one. Don't have any reason to peel that off. Nice. This is regaining some of its strength. Oh, wow. Damn, this one's ripping up right to the line here. Will it find... Damn it, trend line. Now I might want to peel that off. Shit. Shit, I don't know what to do with it. It's gonna be pretty much a really good beast mode candle close right here, though. If we close in 5 minutes and it's about to literally close at the top end of the candle. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. My entry is at about $4 on this guy. So, I mean, I guess I got a little bit of wiggle room. Not much. Kind of about where the tops of all this business is. Yeah. Nah, screw it. I'll leave it on. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm not too worried about it. All right. SA. Yeah, let's go, SA. Nice little, is this a confirmation low right here? It looks like it. You get a little test below the local low, and then you get an immediate engulfing candle right after that and follow through. This usually is indicative of a confirmation low. This is like a reaction test low, and then when you get something like this right after a test, this is a confirmation low. So holding 1650 on this guy looks pretty damn sexy. Dang, do I want to maybe add to that? Let's see. What do I got? A spread on that one too. What is that? We getting some selling now popping in? Oh yeah, a little bit. Oh, a little rejection from that, but whatever. Don't care. Just holding that until we break some structure. Just trying to look at stocks before they close here, see if I need to do anything. Yeah, MindMed. This thing has just been a little thorn in my side. Man, just holding right at the edge of this box. Oh my god. They're gonna make it hard for me, aren't they? What is this? Another 5%. Yeah, it's a pretty small position. I do not have good entry on that one, though. At all. Bleh. Yeah. I think I'm going to hold it I'll probably take it off tomorrow. I don't know. It's just kind of a funky chart there. Alright, that probably means that we're getting close to closing here. I'll only pull up chat. I can't see the chat. It's another window. Nope, no one's saying anything. Cool. I need another screen, damn it. I need more screens. What's BlackBerry doing? Oh, nice. Let's go, BlackBerry. I like that. Need it to get a little bit more momentum, though. Because my spread is just pretty much even right now. Oh, no, it's not. It's slightly up, but it's going to have to get some gamma going here. We need some good upside movement on this guy. Maybe I'm looking just for like 1050, like in the 10 handle. And to get real lucky, we might get 11 bucks. That would be cool. But pretty bullish setup, though, on this guy so far. All right. How's this one looking? Just kind of trying to base here. Kind of a sloppy-looking H. Hard to short into these. So, yeah, I'm leaving that one on. Which one? These are the warrants, too. Let's see. Let's do like a third of the position. What is that? 120? All right, get some of that. Because I'm pretty much at even on that one too, I think. Let me see. Oh no, I'm down about 10 cents on that one. That's okay though. Still right in the parameters, so it's all good. Alrighty then. American's about to be shuttered, so I think I'm just going to kind of leave it there. Checked all the stuff. I like that. I like that. Nikola and MindMed are my thorns right now. Let's go see how MindMed closed. Just right above the 10 simple. Oh, nice. SA. Seabridge coming back over its support level at 1725-ish. Pretty sexy. Pretty sexy chart. Oh my gosh, it's 3 o'clock. All right, I'm going to have to get off here soon. I'm meeting some friends. Actually, it's going to be a little meetup from some old finance buddies from a group from a long time ago. They haven't done a meetup for a while because of the, situations at hand lately. But it'll be actually here in Austin. I don't know. Maybe I'll post it in the chat box if someone wants to go. It'll be at Abel's on the lake over there off Mopac here in about 30-40 minutes. ES continuation, just ripping face. This is continuation, guys. Acceptance. Now we got a daily closing up at the upper ends above the range. I mean, this is bullish as hell above 40, 60. I mean, there's just nothing. Let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah, 40, 60, and maybe... Oh, we are getting volatility flashes right here. How funny. Volatility is dead silent at the upper end of this range. When was the last time we got some of those flashes? Back over here. And look at that. It was actually in a similar posturing at the upper end of ranges too. And before that, it's been a hot minute all the way back in December 2019. So it doesn't happen often. Well, hello. Why, hello there. Big move there. And just not big move after this, but just continuation to the upside. So, yeah, I mean, there's just nothing bearish about these charts right now. I mean... Russell's the one that looks kind of crappy, but like it's still, look at all this major support right here in this zone. Like this 50, 100 points right here is just major support level. So can't even be bearish until we close back below 2165. So I'm not even thinking about shorts on that. All right. Oh, Russell getting some nice follow through. Let's go. Let's get it in, Rut. Let's get it in, Rut. I likes it. All right, if y'all want me to look at anything else, please put that in the troll box in the next couple of minutes, because I will be signing off here in about 5 minutos. I'm going to just check some VIX. What did VIX close at? Did it really just close at 17 flat? It's got 12 minutes left, technically, but All right. All right, then. Nice little bounce. Yeah, I mean, there's just... Is it almost scary if you can't find any, like, good bearishness anywhere? That's what Rock was saying earlier in the chat, talking about, you know, so bullish across everything. It just feels toppy McTopson, but I can just keep feeling toppy. Man, Engine Coin killing it. Look at that. Pancake Swap. That one kind of went off the radar for a little bit, didn't it? Ooh, look at that. What a beautiful little setup here. Jeez, yeah. Missed that one. This consolidation right on the 21 and right around the kind of ICO or initial whatever offering on the exchange. Yeah, this looks great above $18. Very nice on that guy. All right, let's wrap it up. Final thoughts on Bitty Bitcoin. Bitty Bitcoin, let's not do this. Let's not get rejected from right here. That would not be sexy. What do we already... What is this? Coming down 500 bucks. Come on, bro. Does look like it wants to probably give attempt to break this trend line with this posturing, with this big girthy candle above all this and these lows in the 200. So 57 is probably a pretty good support level here. I mean, obviously the best one is like 55,000 handle, but we don't want this to turn into a lower high. And that's why I'm kind of using 57-ish right now, looking at this structure. If we start getting back below that, it becomes a little bit higher probability that we create another lower high in this structure. And we don't want that to bleed over into the daily chart. So lots of stuff coming up here in the next few weeks. It's going to be exciting opening to the 2021 summer. I hope y'all are excited. I'm pretty stoked about it. It's great. Great time to be alive. Yeah, I mean, everything's just like we talked about earlier in the stream, and you can just kind of go zoom in the lower time frames, just be like, hey, we can see the structure on almost all of them. It's just like right there to the left on the upper end and the lower ends, riding these EMAs. They pretty much all look the same. Just coming down to the support levels, and I mean, it just looks pretty damn good. You know, I mean, there's just don't overthink it, man. As long as we're above 55K, treat it as opportunity zones, and until we break that, then you might want to start thinking, oh snap. Or you can think whatever you want. This isn't financial advice. I don't do that. These are just my opinions that I'm sharing with you. All right, I think that's it. I don't see any more coins. Sweet, awesome, guys. Well, pretty good action in markets today. Nice bounce, and just keep on riding trends for now. We just have a couple of interesting clues with VVIX possibly getting bid back up over the 100 threshold today. Look, it's even climbing as the day is closing out. So we're actually back above 100. And so with that and the bonds and the VIX just clustering down here, and it's better seen on like the daily, the VIX kind of clustering down here right on all of this, possibly could give us a little snap. But I don't think that it's like a big bearish like reversal or something. I do think if some selling pressure does come in, it'll just likely come back and test previous zones, because now we can dump like 3 to 5% and still be in bullish structuring now. You know, like back then, if we jumped 3 to 5%, we'd be breaking major structure. Now, since we've rallied really hard, we can have a little 5% pullback, and we're still perfectly intact in the uptrend. So, very interesting that's set up that way. Gold, silver, all looks good. We're pretty much just same shit, different day, riding it up. It's bullish until it ain't. I mean, it's always bullish. It never goes down, ever. Just kidding, obviously. Good old sarcasm. Well, sorry, looked at a message. Awesome, guys. Got distracted. It's all good. Much love. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for providing some tickers to check out, Mr. Rock. I'm super stoked you got up in some gold positions already. Lovely, lovely trade, sir. And just kind of keep it simple. Be fluid. Be like water when you're a trader, man. That's like the best analogy, I feel like. Because water just kind of will flow and find the easiest path. And so that's what you want to be able to do is be very fluid. Don't be rigid. Rigid trading does not make money. Be a fluid trader and be willing to change directions and price or just go to cash when price tells you, hey, watch out, bro. With that said, I'll leave it there. Much love. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see y'all guys tomorrow. This has been Z Rex with no noise. Peace.
Game over!